Today we will discuss some interesting story, which about some interesting man, and the name, like a title, gotta be the Grand Mirage. So, what's this story about? You can ask. It's basically about the rise of Ricky Juniper. You heard Ponzi schemes, pump, and like a dumps, and like a people selling moon dust on eBay. But Ricky Juniper, he made all those look like kindergarten lemonade stands. Born in Peoria, Illinois, Ricky was the middle child in a family of accountants. He never liked numbers, he liked telling stories. So when he was 5, he convinced his entire kindergarten class that he was a part dolphin. By 12, he sold like invisible swords to kids in his neighborhood for $5 each. Not a bad business though. Only the chosen can see them, he would say, while pocketing lunch money like a smooth little wizard. So at 22, Ricky applied for like an unpaid internship at like a fintech company. The only problem, the company didn't exist, so he built it. Ricky made a fake startup called like Mirage Capital, complete with a website that featured stock photos of serious looking people pointing at the graphs. The tagline: real markets, unreal results. And he emailed dozens of real investors claiming the company was developing a quantum algorithm that predicts emotion based trades. It sounded impossible, which made people assume it was genius. He got his first 300K from a retired dentist who thought emotion based trading meant stocks that feel joy before they rise. Ricky sent him weekly reports with colorful graphs and vague buzzwords like neurospikes and sentiment clustering. And it worked. More money poured in. And to make Mirage Capital seem real, Ricky rented a conference room at a hotel in Miami and threw what he called the Emotion Economic Summit. There were like keynote speakers, there were charts, there was even a buffet table with vegan shrimp, which is a suspicious concept. The speakers all actors like Ricky hired off Craigslist. One introduced himself as a Professor Lars from University of Advanced Thought. No such university exists, but Lars wore glasses and had a Swedish accent, so people believed him. One investor stood up and shouted, "This is the future." Another wrote a blog titled, "I saw the light at the Mirage conference." And Ricky made 1.5 million that weekend alone. By now, Mirage Capital was getting attention not just from investors but from regulators. Ricky panicked, so he did what any reasonable conman would do. He faked his own subpoena. Yes, he typed up a document saying he was under investigation by the Department of Financial Whispers. Again, not a real agency, and leaked it on purpose. Investors interpret it as they trying to shut him down because he's too revolutionary. Suddenly, Ricky was a martyr. People sent him even more money. Ironically, almost 3 million to protect the mission, so-called protect the mission. He launched like a crowdfunding campaign called like hashtag Save Mirage, with a video of him wearing a hoodie, standing in the rain, staring into the camera like a sad poet. He said, "They fear change, we're change." That line made its way onto t-shirts. Eventually, a real government agency did show up. Ricky decided it was a time to disappear. He faked a helicopter escape. Seriously, he paid a local news crew to stage a segment about like visionary leaves country to fight tech censorship abroad. And in the video, Ricky climbs into the helicopter, waves solemnly, and disappears into the clouds. The helicopter landed 2 blocks away at a pizza restaurant. Ricky changed into a delivery uniform, hopped into a Toyota Corolla, and drove to a private airstrip under a new identity. Jules Tangerine, wellness coach. Ricky now, Jules settled in Malta and like launched a detox juice brand called Purelicity. The juices had names like Soul Flush, Zen Acid, and Truth Burst. The kicker, they were just colorful coconut water mixed with like edible glitter. But the marketing, oh, the marketing. He wrote articles like, how quantum emotion led me to juice enlightenment. Influencers jumped in. One said, felt her pancreas smile. Sales skyrocketed. He made over $5 million in 18 months. He hosted yoga retreats on yachts. Did anyone catch on? Sort of. The scientist publicly claimed his juice had no health benefits, but who gives a fuck about scientific papers? Ricky responded with a tweet, "Health is subjective, science is jealous." That tweet went viral. A few years later, Ricky, re-emerged with a new project, cryptocurrency called Invisicoin. The coin, like you can't see because wealth is spiritual. He raised $8.5 million in 3 weeks. Investors, included former Mirage fans, Jews believers, and pet psychic who claimed the coin spoke to her cat. This time, Ricky didn't even build a website, just a single page that said, "Trust is the blockchain." No one knew what it meant. Everyone invested. Then he vanished again. Some say Ricky lives in a beach house in Zanzibar with the 8 passports and a fridge full of glitter water. Others say he's developing a new AI that reads your dreams and builds your resume. He's never been arrested. His name changes faster than trends on TikTok. Yet somehow he always stays one step ahead, leaving behind confused journalists, loyal fans, and trail of mysteriously inspiring quotes. If you ever get an email from someone offering invisible coins, vegan shrimp, or juice blessed by lunar monks, you might be talking to Ricky Juniper or Jules Tangerine or whoever he decides to be the next day. So, let me know if this was interesting, and see you next time. And if you like it, you know what you have to do, like, subscribe,